Have you ever been so wrong that you thought you were right? Well, today we'll see a prime example of that. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Heinrich, the real nuclear physicist. Today we are back again with Eric Dubay, and he tries to define up and down.
Similar to how heliocentric pseudoscientists have changed the very definition of the word level to mean curved,
Eric, nobody has changed any meaning of any level. If you want the full description of what level means, I did a video on it a couple of weeks back, and you're more than welcome to go and have a look at that. But in short, it's 2 points with the same altitude, or height above sea level.
they have also done the same thing with the words up and down.
Let me guess, you want up to be towards the sky and down towards the earth. Well, guess what? On the earth, in your little reference frame, that is what up and down is. Up away from the earth and down towards the earth. But if you go to a larger scale, let's say we take the whole earth, then up would be away from the surface of the earth or away from the center of gravity, and down would be towards that center. Not that difficult, is it?
Everyone intuitively knows and can readily demonstrate which way is up and which is down, just by pointing one finger to the sky and one to the ground. But globe defenders take umbrage with this simple meaning and insist otherwise.
Like I said, that's what up and down is, and nobody is trying to refute that. We do not take umbrage to this. Like I said, in your reference frame, up is towards the sky and down is towards the earth. Same with my reference frame here. Up, roof, sky, down, tiles, earth. That's what it is. And if you think about it, up is always towards the sky, no matter where you are on earth. It is the flat earthers that don't understand how basic reality works. And like all Northern Hemisphere flat earth chauvinists, you think us here in the Southern Hemisphere should be standing on our heads.
They claim the sky is not always up. On their model, the sky is all around their globe, so there's always sky beside you, and sky below you as well.
You flat earthers like to do experiments. Wrong, if I might add, but nonetheless you like to do them. Go to the beach, look out across the water, just above the horizon. What is that thing you see there? It's the sky, and yet you're not looking straight up. Where does that leave your point of the sky is above you and not beside you? If you look out 360 degrees around you, if there was nothing next to you, you would be looking at the sky.
Similarly, on their model, the stars aren't all above us. Instead, stars are all around us, with just as many stars beside or below us as there are above.
Do the same thing I just told you. Go to the beach, look out towards the horizon, but do it at nighttime. Now what are you seeing? Stars. Now the stars are beside you and above you.
Merriam-Webster defines up as being toward a higher position or place, but then further specifies, especially away from the center of the earth. Likewise, down is defined as toward or in a lower physical position, i.e., especially toward the center of the earth.
Oh no, Eric, your go-to dictionary has failed you. But I guess they are just wrong about this one thing that you don't agree with, but they're right about all the other things that you do agree with.
These caveats about being toward or away from the center of the earth are necessary additions for life on a globe.
These caveats aren't necessary for life on a globe, not at all. What is necessary for life in general is air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat, stuff like that. If, however, we defined up and down differently, guess what? Life would continue.
The masses have been taught and now believe that up and down are simply subjective terms, so what is up for one person can be down for another. What is up for someone at the North Pole is down for someone else at the South Pole, and what is down for a third party at the equator isn't up or down, but perpendicular sideways for the people at the poles.
Up and down is related to your reference frame. If you stand on top of a mountain and you look to a point just below you, you are looking down. But somebody at the base of the mountain, looking to that point you are looking at, is looking up, yet you are looking at the same point, but technically in two different directions.
This is why Australia has long been dubbed the land down under, because the masses are taught and now believe that places like Australia on the southern hemisphere of their globe Earth are physically upside down with respect to places like Europe in the northern hemisphere.
There is your key word, Eric. With respect to. That means your reference frame. If we did not use the right-hand rule to determine which direction is north and south on any celestial object, and by right-hand rule I mean if the object is spinning in this direction where your thumb is pointing, that's the North Pole. If we would have used left-hand rule instead, guess what? The South Pole that we know today would have been the North Pole. But besides that, with respect to any other country in the Southern Hemisphere, you are the one who's upside down.
That sentence will trigger knee-jerk rejection, however, because they have also been taught and now believe that since everything is subjective, that upside down doesn't exist.
Upside down does exist. But once again, it's with respect to a reference frame.
On the globe, everything and everyone is always right side up, and they won't hear otherwise.
I think I'm going to leave Eric here for today before he completely falls over trying to show how we are on our heads here in the Southern Hemisphere. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button. Remember to press the bell to get notifications anytime that I post a video. I've made YouTube memberships available down in the description. Please go have a look if you'd like to support this channel. And if you'd still like to support but don't want to subscribe on a monthly basis, you're more than welcome to donate in the PayPal link also in the description. You can also subscribe to my Patreon, which has the same benefits as my YouTube members. And with that said, I'd like to welcome my first Patreon on my Rutherford subscription, Norman Charlesworth. I hope you enjoy all the content to come. As always, I'm Heinrich, the real nuclear physicist, and I'll see you next time.